is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Side adjustments here. To the air. It's Ncaa. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, I love the offense coming out and trying to stay aggressive, but you're going to have to do a better job against this pass rush, keeping your quarterback upright. He got drilled as he was trying to throw that football, and that's why it fell incomplete.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Off and running. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing it over and it's right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the ground with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Steps away to find some room.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do, because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real, the coaches get...
Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago. But now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires the pass, intercepted.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Bring in the heat. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. At the 20, he's got space. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game, and he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when the guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Finds his man. It's Marshall. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Setting up the screen. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Klein. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He makes a catch. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter.
Gain of 29 on the play. First and goal.
Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going right to work up top. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. It's Marshall. Lots of running room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we can go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right now.
And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The field goal is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but
he lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
And the return man is stopped, and now we'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to throw on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. Slithers into space. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
On the move. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. Makes the catch. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throws to the wideout. Got his man.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Caught over the middle. It's Klein. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He's got it and still on his feet. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. On the run, deep down the right side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this third quarter with a run. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch, it's Marshall. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in, it's Klein. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. And the Wolverines are on the move. To the air, it's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. Running behind that left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moore. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turn it.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Here's the handoff. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the right. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Ball. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. And the returner will be knocked down. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They go to the ground. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hester. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Gain of 14.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some pop.
And the ball squirted out. Recovered by